Hi everybody, I'm Jess, your go-to Road to Kingdom dance analyst, and we are here at the final challenge, final performance of all the groups. I'm very excited to look at this, just seeing their growth from the intro stages, as well as their marathons that I've had the privilege of looking at prior to the show to now is going to be incredible. I'm very excited to just be able to just dive into the discussions with you guys on just being proud of everything that they've accomplished this season. We have two collaboration stages. One is a dance, one with TAEMIN, and another is going to be a vocal one, and then we're going to look at the final performances together. So let's go ahead and get started. ONEUS. I do think ONEUS is a sincere contender to win Road to Kingdom 2. They got the fan base for it. They've been consistent too. Oh, they got Born Black on it too, and choreo. Vampire by like vibes for sure, but a little funky. Oh, cool. I love the spur accent. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's a spunky little Talk Box fusion. Wow. There's, yep. Go more of a break beat in the back, yeah? They're pulling him up. Let's go. That's a little bit labored, but that was so cool, though. And you can hear him, too. There's our moon. Yep. Wow. Yes. I know they sampled a classical piece in this, and I feel like this is where this is at. Wow. Oh, the beading on his jacket is so tasteful. Stylist 8 with this. Whoa. Wow. Goodness, that was fantastic. I mean, here's the thing. ONEUS working with 1mil is great, but man, when they work with Born Black, it's just freaking awesome every time. Like, it just feels very fitting for whatever concept they choose to go with, right? I don't know. That could just be like my preference, because, you know, there's certain elements that make 1 mil in fingerprint, which is cool, right? They're very successful, and they're a great name to have to help further your group on a sense of like exposure, for sure. But man, I really, really like what happens when you get Born Black and ONEUS together. This was fantastic, and it wasn't a Korean fusion either. That's what makes it even better. Goodness gracious. Now, Korean fusion is my bread and butter. I love it. But this was so well done. Good gosh. They open it. I love it. Nice. So nice little rotations on this too. They're all like on top of each other. That does remind me of that was like Jackson Wang had a choreo, not recently, but like recently-ish, where they're all like dangling on top of each other. I hadn't watched it, but there was like a little excerpt that I had seen because of who directed it and who was in it. So naturally it showed up on my Instagram feed. But anyway, so they've moved out of the way, and I like how he kind of brushes across his mouth. He comes up. He has a little boom pulse right there. The closing LED is cool. Rotation on the neck is nice. They throw. He drinks it. I love the fits of these dancers. The contrast is freaking sick. I would want to be in a set like this. For freaking sure. It looks so cool. The pull is cool. Having your dancers also push the ladies down was really nice. It's functional. I mean, of course you don't want to push people down, but I really liked the mirrored effect on that, and how it looked like we had our feature, you know, showcase, or make it look like he's controlling. I like the pulse on that's really cool, and it's naturally leveled because of the tables. It's really cool. And then from there, it does look like a little red coffin, doesn't it? So it's very funk oriented compared to the type of concept, but it's so fitting. It's really interesting. So he comes up, he's like, oh hi, I'm here. I love it. Makeup's eating. It makes so much sense. They're giving vampire vibes through and through. It's so cool. They go down. The knee slide is really cool. They grab him. Did take a second to kind of finagle and grab. Pull through was nice. So he goes kick, kick. That reveal is sick, guys. Like, that is so cool. And we have like so many dancers and a whole nother member there. Right? And you hear people scream about it too. You hear the other guys out there listening. Like, they're like, wow, that's cool. I would be that way as well. It's awesome. So I like having our dancers with their hands pressed with a head rotation, and having two others right behind him framing. His outfit I loved because of the beading. God, it's so gorgeous. And look how it reads. It reads so well. Oh, it's so nice. I like how he presents. He's like, haha, I want you. You know that I want you. Ooh. And I love how they're hovering over the stylized hands before they break off of it. Oh, it's so nice. The reach is nice. Then we twinkle that hand in. I love this. It does, yes, it's a jungle gym, but man, I love how we chose to drape it in these roses. It's gorgeous. He decides to just start his feature freaking upside down. It makes me so mad. And he's singing live too. I love it though. The swing there and the grab, the hit us back down. He says, boom, it feels like a perfect night. And he takes it. I love just a little drag with the flick of the wrist. And they bring it across the neck. They bring it up. And we turn. And then the turn is also really nice there. The walks and the transition is cool. And then the ladies are picking up their passe to lift up with their hands. And then they grab to have a little, I think it was more of a hip moment than anything. And then I like the chest and the look. Everyone looks undead in a great way, but it doesn't take away from the overall fits and the overall vibes. It looks so cool. And then more, so I like the stylized little feature moment. Maybe you know, I know. It's cool. So you got 4 out of your 5 breaking it down here with your dancers. I like the structure of it because it's not just, you know, you have a little clump and then you have your members in a clump. You have some dancers intermingled with your group of 4. So I appreciate that. Looks nice. And I like the arm. It's hanging out right there, fixed pointed. I like the little press on that. It's super nice. I love you. Ooh, when we bring it up to the knee, we do a little swim around, pas de bourrée. You know, I know. Little tap of the head. I know. I like the double up there. It's cool. And we take it across, and I like how we throw that head to the side as we get a little pas de bourrée, a little scuff on it, and then we have a U, and we create an opening and a pocket of space as we take those arms and we bring them to the center. Really nice. And it goes closer, boom, and we lift up, which is super nice to see. And we have a little pas de bourrée once again. We scoop the energy from the outside to the inside, and then you have your members reset to the front and neutral. He's missing a couple buttons. Bless it. I like the little knock-knocks going on with the rotation of the arms, which is cool. I like the dancers are dropping a level. I like that they have their hips pressed up on that too. You know I love you, and I like how we turn around the back. They do a little dolphin there. Nice, and then you have your dancers come back in, your ladies, and then they go in. It's fun that he's got the ladies there, and that's his choice. That boom, doom, doo-doo-doo-doom. That's cool. I like that we recognize that. It did feel a little, not awkward, but interesting that we cut to a completely different space, even though we had a do-do-do-do. Normally I was expecting us to continue what we were being set up for. That's totally fine though. So I like how he grabs the rope and he hits the boom, boom. So I don't know why we chose to grab it. That's life. That's whatever. The kick, little crisscross is nice, and of course more like that old school rock and bounce makes more sense here because of that boom, do-do-doom. That little that drum, not drum and bass, not that, but more so like the just that old school hip hop sound. It's just really nice. And I like the little pickup on the knee, and then we rotate it around, which is really nice. And then we take it, we pulse, and then we pick up on the back of the knee as well. We step out, and then we do pulse once again. And he says, boom, little charisma element. The pull is nice, and you see on. Long hair is a good, it's a well-fitted vibe for him, for sure. And I love this opposition where you have another member right there on the bottom. We're mirrored. It's combative. It's really cool. The pull up, and then we push away. And then he goes underneath, which is nice. And then we have a little trace of opposition. I like the fact that Lidol's hair is red as well. It's cool. Very fitting. I like the crawls on this. He has this moment. It's a nice angsty moment. And then he grabs. That did feel like it felt like a setup. And then from here, he had to push off, so it was a bit labored, but it's such a minimum thing that I'm going to give that. And then he drops out. We have a fun lift, and I love the bleed away, just from the fingers and how we're choosing to wave them out. It's just so gorgeous, guys. Gorgeous. And I love how they lift him, and they have him presented on the tables. Their prop transitions are also really nice. They're more minimal than what we ended up seeing from Crew 1. It doesn't matter. It holds its own very well. I think Crew 1's transitions on camera were pretty good. I would say there's only a couple spots here where it does feel a little bit like, I don't know why we made that choice, but which is absolutely fine. I think this is phenomenal from them, for sure. And it's nice that it's this is a new track. Everybody has a new track. It just makes it really great. Anyway, I like the little step touches. It's just really nice, and I like the sway and how we choose to have it as well. And then we have opposition with a little just shampoo, little suave effect of the elbow. Na, 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 na. And I like how we choose to go lift that elbow up to create a wave to the other side. And then we use our energy and we pull that sternum closer to each other. The knock-knock is nice. And then we have a chest and chest and chest. And then bring up the energy, not the energy, but we press up there on the neck. Baby, I know. So I like how we transfer it over to the inside. Then I like how all of them are there on each respective table. For me, I'm always a fan where it feels very sensible. You got 5 tables for 5 people. It doesn't feel like we got 5 people sharing 4. It works, and I love the LEDs. LED choices on all of these thus far are fan-freaking-tastic. I love it. Couldn't ask for better LEDs to help match these concepts. So nice. Yep, I love that. So it's the same choreo that we saw earlier. Little sweep, little pot of right to finish it out. I know. I like how we cross it the first time, where we bring it across and then we end up just making it more of a pedestrian effect. So cool. Little pot of right, the scoop, and then you have a soho. Then we end up hopping down, which is nice. Boom, we walk on tempo, and we do a little swim to get us direction changed. Then we do just a scoop to get us reset to the front. Then we have it placed over with the head nod, because I know, right? The turn is nice. Bring it in, with just syncopation going on with the wrist, right? As we travel it to the inside. Then we have a little bleed down with the sternum. We're missing someone. There he is. I really like the color grade here. That's so fun. I like the throw there. And then you have your ladies all pan him to the inside. He's on his throw, and the little pulse is nice. How they have this set up, whenever I see them like with a bench or with a throne like this, it does remind me of whenever they did Lit, the very first Road to Kingdom. That structure, I think, it's just really fun. You see that. It's really well done. He hits it, boom, boom, boom. He has his heel digging and a little lift of the foot. It's cool. We have a little shampoo through. I love going from back to front with the with the chin pressing up and out. And I like the switch up of the hands. It's really fun. And we go boom with the accent with the head. Come on now. And they pull through. And I like how we're using our arm to help create an anchor point so we can pull through with the hips. It's really nice. And I like the head not hinge, but we're letting the head rotate around with the other 4 that are higher. So I really like the complementary lower to upper levels on this. And they go to him, they kind of cross over with their hands. I like the fact that all their hands are separated. It gives a spider-like creepy aspect, right? And then they all look dead in the camera. I like that he's been looking the whole time. Really cool. Then I like from there, we have Gonhui, that we have his head just naturally just clocked the camera on that point. That just shows maturity and professionalism on where to clock your camera when. It's really dope. He lifts it up. I like the mirrored effect on this too. And then he goes, nah, and he taps that shoulder. And we have it more mirrored, and then we have it switched out with Soho there. And then right there, they don't even pull the curtain. They just use the force. Now it's become Star Wars. Now, he's being suspended. And that right there, I call that a born black clump, because we saw a clump like that in Luna, right? So I think that's what I'm going to call that, is a born black fingerprinted clump. I love it though. They progress back. I like from here. They goes da da boom. Now he's turned into like a waltz count almost, which I think is super fun. And so you have your dancers, they lift, boom, boom. And I love this little feature moment. He turns, the speed change on that. I love the variety of levels. So we have an inside circle, outside, not even a circle, semicircle, upper level semicircle, and then we have your main ace feature, right? So I like how he takes his arms up, press it down, he's on his back. The lift up's really nice. I love the LED. We're just going through a majestic time, right? And it's like he just got stabbed. Ooh, bless it. They lift up the arms, and I love how now all their arms are very, not animalistic, but very, you know, when you see in movies thorns grow and just shrivel around, that's what that felt like. I love it. And they lift him up. I love that. How we got into the lift, you couldn't see the setup. That's very well done. And the dancers covered it very well, and it didn't feel distracting. Really cool. And they take their energy, they frame it to the inside, they explode it up, which I really love. And there is a natural space, not natural, they built it. There's a space right here in the middle that allows for him to naturally be seen from that front camera shot. That was cool. Aerial shot looks nice. Golly, I love it. The bleed around, and then we have a prep going on right here. He's right there on it, and they send him up really, really fast. Like that, there was no time to waste on that. And now we have wings. Welcome to lore, man. And then we hit it. You know, I know. And then the flick is super cool. That reminds me of their Come Back Home, when they had the lift, or that kind of build up pyramid situation with the wolf. Like, that was so cool. Anyway, this is so cool. Walk. I love you. That boom, boom, boom. I like how everybody takes their arms, boom, 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 framed it inside. Let's go. It takes it, he flicks it up, because we're here for that. Let's go. And then we have a just natural shift, switch of the lines, getting us into a more structured formation to finish out. You have your dancers in white in the back. You have your ladies that match more in color palette to the members on the outside. I love that. Those outfits are eating. Goodness gracious. I like the kick. The kick, the body roll up, and then he stays up. Everybody does a nice little sweep to drop in the lunge, which is really nice. They take the arm up, we present our fist down. It goes one arm, rotate with our wrists over on the second. And we walk and we go kick, and I love the rotation that creates that little we pull in the leg as we rotate this hand around. I really like just the embellishment or how it's texturized there. It's really nice. We cross and na 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 na. So we're going on his tone as we finger wag front, which is really cool. Pyrotechnics, cool. We're here for it. Nothing crazy. And we do a little shampoo. It feels like a perfect night because we're like, it's now in close. It's dark now, right? We swing it through. Little wrist twirl rotation to bring us back in. The reason why this kind of stuff works on a track like this is because it sounds very funk and hybrid, and so Campbell locking or locking is a funk style, so that's why I see the overlap and how that's hybrided in the choreo. Makes a lot of sense to me, and I can really appreciate it. I like the hinge over and these little angsty moments help tie into their concept quite well. Baby, I know, we walk. I like how we let's go. Little flick. Now that right there, ooh, basket run. But at least they mirrored it and made it its own little thing instead of coming from corners or exiting and entering. I'm gonna give them a pass today. shocking, right? I'm gonna give them a pass for the basket run because I didn't catch it the first time, and how they did it, they at least, there was an attempt at the mirrored structure of it. If we could have at least, you know, done a little pull up on the fits, but that's whatever. He goes, boom, you know, I know. Everyone's nice and low. They're out except for your feature. He takes it, he rotates it around. I love how everybody rotates except for him. Keeps him featured. I love that, boom, boom. His pop was freaking full. I love that. Everybody rolls up except for your members. They deviated. So we have 3 technical choreos going on, but they're mirrored, and so I like how it's built on that. So you have your members all doing the same thing, but it's still mirrored, and then you have your feature within the members do a modification or a progression of it to where it still feels complementary to what we're seeing there, but he still stands out, not just on camera, but because of the choreographic deviation he chose to go with. And then you have your dancers doing the same thing, not the same as the members, but the same as each other, but mirrored. I love it. I love it. I love the little boom, little jacket. Come on now. He says, come on. And then he hops on the table and goes, bow. We're here for it. And they all sit in their stools or their chairs. We love it. We're here for it. They've been strong this whole season. They should be so proud of themselves. And the fact that they have the degree of confidence that they have to hold this down the way that they did. From Road to Kingdom to here's Road to Kingdom 2, night and day. Love it. Love it. Okay. Thank you guys. I am right about to watch the episode. I do not know who wins, and this is the first time in Kingdom history and Queendom history that I do not know who wins. And I've been avoiding YouTube like the plague. These videos were given to me by a fellow Patreon member. They sent them to me because I requested if somebody could send them so I didn't have to find them, because I was so afraid I was going to find a spoiler if I was trying to retrieve these. So thank you to those who helped me get these without spoiling anything. I am very much looking forward to the dialogue and discussion. By the time this gets launched on YouTube, I will know who wins, and I will be setting up a way to do the marathon of the winning group. It will most likely be a reaction compilation with unlisted links to all of the analysis is probably what's going to happen, just because of how the analytics of YouTube has been operating on my channel recently. It's just been wild. So I will describe more of that in the intro of the marathon group's winner stuff. But yeah, you guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.